Hey, it's Shaves. Welcome back to Piss Pirates. I just tweeted out and like shared in some places that like, oh, it's the last stream of the project, and I mean it is in a conventional sense. But then I realized I would probably have to share. I'd probably have to want to do one more post-mortem stream, just showing the last bit of the panels for this last episode, showing that off, and then maybe they'll like finish. I'll hopefully have like the timelines finished, like filled out with Fishman Island edited in it. I have from 550. What is it? 550. Yeah, this is the latest episode that I'm on of 552. That I have to like. I take the remastered footage, cut every single, split it out into every cut of the episode. Or like divvy it up into the episodes or whatever. Like this is every cut that shows up in the edited version from this episode, for example. Doing that and then basically like matching them to the animation as well. So like I'll probably do a post-mortem to like show all of those timelines, and then show the last bit of the Photoshop thing. But and then that'll probably be the last one. We'll see. Let's start there, by the way. Let's go into the panels. This was for episode 20. Not as, I don't think it was as many as the last episode where they did 4. They did another 4 this time, and I think the cuts were all pretty sound. I don't think there was anything that stood out to me like, oh, that's too bad, or whatever. Yeah. So I only cut one page, this page here, and it is just like more villain diatribe of similar thing. This whole chunk, and a lot of the there's so many reactions of like the tower people that they cut very fairly. I think it's just like whatever, man. This is a cute moment at least with Charlotte, but like you can kind of already, I think that was already assumed, but there's some cute one. That one too. Okay, almost half of them aren't quite normal. Yeah. But really not too much redundant. It's just a lot of redundant stuff and reactions from people we don't care about. 646. There's some stuff here that's like, oh, that's too bad, but it's not like the end of the world, really. It's them geeking out about Frankie's laser again. Obviously, the women don't care. It's very funny. This kind of creepy moment with Chopper and that would have been funny, but I get why you don't spend time on that. That's fine. Yeah, not really too much though. In terms, it's just him like reacting to what's going on with like the dialogue, but they just show it instead. This little this bone joke at the end of Brooks' attack against Zio, whatever. They cut that, but that's perfectly fine. I think they have a good ending line for that anyway. A little more establishing things. Some reactions. Now you don't have to worry about me going berserk on you. He like clarifies that he doesn't go berserk in this form anymore, but like you can tell because he's talking. Like I think the audience can kind of understand that. Yeah, nothing that was like, well, that's too bad. I can't believe they cut that or whatever. 647, one whole page. This one right here. It's literally just redundant information like, yeah, we know. It's them just like don't stop and them kind of cheering him on, becoming the hero, I guess, but that's, goes without saying, I think. And it would be another, I guess I should technically put 2 pages here, because it's like a 2-page spread. Let's see. Yes. But like this, obviously this scene is there, but all of the dialogue is not. There's no chanting, nothing like that. Like they're not cheering for him pretty much at all. They're just hoping, and you just see the punches and stuff like that. What's cut over here, this little portion, is a line from the brother, and one from the king, and the king is just like, "Oh, sorry, we couldn't protect the ship, Joy Boy," and that leads into the like. What the anime adds. Oh yeah, so his brother Fukabushi's like, we had no choice but to destroy Noah Father, and he's like, yeah, lives come first, I get it, but he's like, sorry, I forgive me, Joy Boy, I couldn't fulfill the promise. And you actually have the Fisherman Island log add the Joy Boy internal bits, flashing in between, him punching it, and then him hearing. Obviously hearing the Neptunians. All of this dialogue is cut out. That was awesome, Sanji. Hey, squish down a bit, Chopper. You're ruining the point of this giant robot. So what did the robot do anyway? Oh, that's Robin. And then she's like, and then Brooke is like, would you wear a miniskirt for me, Nami? Silence. Like, and this actually got me interested. Like, not interested, but but like it made me think. Like, everyone rags on Sanji this arc for how pervy he is, but like, I would be interested in counting the number of pervert jokes that Brooke makes versus the number that Sanji makes. I would reckon to say it's closer to even than people realize, but Brooke gets a pass and Sanji doesn't. Very interesting. Very interesting. I guess because he gets nosebleeds and people don't like blood or something. Even though that was the reason he was doing that, was so that Oda could lead into the, they don't share people's blood or whatever, to like foreshadow that. Anyway, I just think that complaint's very stale at this point. More people's reactions. I actually I get not clicking this one, not like including this. Hello, Weird Proc. I understand that this is just a reaction, whatever. But I really like that of all the Straw Hats that get a close-up reaction at Zoro, and seeing his reaction to it, like, and knowing that Luffy is trying to take out this huge ship by himself. Yeah, because he says earlier with like the Conquerors thing, where he's like, "Oh, you do have Conquerors. If you didn't, you wouldn't really be worthy of being captain of the ship." And he could have been saying that facetiously, but I really do think as his vice captain, Zoro really does kind of have a high standard for Luffy. So I think just like if he's doing this like feat or whatever and really watching it, everyone's ride or die for Luffy, and Zoro is too. He's the most loyal. But like it is really interesting to see his reaction here. I'm just like, what could he be thinking about? Seeing his captain trying to take all of this on himself, I think. The reflection of himself a little bit. I don't know. I just think that's an interesting shot, but that's just me reading into it, really. This little extra joke with Shirahoshi, because after he's like, this part where he yells at her, no, I can't. Everyone's still down there. She's like, no, Noah has stopped from the Neptunians. And right after the Neptunians, but why? Oh, he yelled at me. Hey, it's not the time for that. Like, it's just a way to fill the page, a way to fill the panel, I think. But it doesn't need to be there. Yeah, Zoro shot's good. And this cute celebration shot with the Straw Hats is great. I really like Sanji's reaction there. But then otherwise, who gives a shit? With all these other fucking fishermen people, like, nope, I don't care. In 648, 3 whole pages got cut from this. Crazy. Those 3 pages are. Actually, this is wrong. Her saying my blood. This page is not. It is partially in the episode. My apologies. I'm gonna put. Change this to 2, and not change the bubbles and stuff. But and this tally's really dumb. I think because like that I've been doing. Oops. Because because it's like, it's not counting how many total speech bubbles, like including the panels and the pages and stuff like that. So, but it's a hard thing to calculate. I'm just doing my best. But no, obviously most of this page is here, but this little bit with Chopper, him saying no to Shirahoshi is cut because obviously she's just being nice. Chopper doesn't need to fucking knock her down or whatever. And on the rest of this, obviously the Fishman reactions are cut. This whole page I'm pretty sure is cut here. It is just updating on what's going on with like the soldiers finding out that the castle's been ransacked by Caribou, with the mermaids being left there. Seems someone's taking advantage of the empty castle. Forget about the treasure thieves. After nearly losing the kingdom itself, treasure to remove out. Like, yeah, no shit. I think we know the mermaids are safe. At least it will serve as final proof of their innocence. No terrible thing to them. Yeah, it's like very all self-explanatory stuff. And to hear this officers weren't the kidnappers. Oh, they never did anything. Like I said all along, you seem suspicious. Like, whatever. And this whole page is also cut. Hody forced us into it. We can go right. And then ain't this place funded by pirate tourists spending their money here anyway? Let us do the exit. I'm not saying that you will all be executed. Just wait for the royal family's decision. If any of you try to float off with bubbles, I'll strike you out the air. Ah, damn it. You gonna be alright, Chopper? Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, it's just a little tying up loose ends, but no one actually gives a shit about these guys. what happens to them? I don't know. Yeah, more reactions. Even this little bit at the end with, I really like that the anime kept, for the most part, that when like Luffy's like Jinbei, it's just Jinbei reacting to him, being like, "Oh, so you're up." Like that being an intimate moment with the two of them is preferable, I think. Obviously, Shirahoshi and Luffy's crew care, and it's a cute moment. But I do think this is a way to fill page space in this moment. But like, I really like that it's like Luffy wakes up and then it's Jinbei, and it's just those two really. Yeah, that's cut. This whole panel, this sequence is cut. Anything with Straw Hat related is like, oh, that's an interesting, like, is worth paying attention. Using Monster Point paralyzes me, so I can't walk for a few hours. I loved what edited version did, where it was. Where like it just cuts to Chopper's face. It's like, oh no, we have to get blood. It's in my back, Robin, and like he's just like flat on the ground. Which like I think if you've watched One Piece up to the point of Fishman Island and you see him go Monster Point, you would know that afterwards, he would get kind of tuckered out. So it's not like an explanation or anything, but this is for like the manga at the time where this was like a new thing. So it's like, oh, is he like with Luffy doesn't shrink anymore after Gear 3rd? Is it the case with Chopper? Anyway, no one as bad as you. I used my ultimate attack too, Robin. Only resting on your lap will help. It's great. Yeah, whatever. Look at it. Yeah, that's fine. You must be talking about that. I can't believe it. Like, don't worry about it. A little bit of back and forth. Yeah, right. This was interesting, actually. It was a great cut on the part of edited, because why would Chopper be asking the crew if anyone has Type F? Because he definitely knows. He would definitely. I think he's saying it, but like, I like that the edited version cut this line specifically so that it's just like immediately established. None of them have F besides Luffy. Yeah, here's that cut part. Here's all that was cut. I'll move you. Like the little bit with Robin saying "I'll move you" is cute. Yeah. It's funny. And like edited version obviously has this version of Chopper where she's like holding him by his face. It's cute. It still has it. Yeah. Oh, and this big panel with, it's just the destroy the world has finally awakened. Like, yeah, all right. Yeah, it's really nothing missed in my opinion. Wait, I thought I saw Shirahoshi saying, yeah, sorry. No, it is in the. the red blood is in the episode, as well as these two panels. It was just this line that was cut, and then these two panels of the reactions. So apologies. All right. Okay, we're gonna do 570 to 569 to 573. 5 episodes to go through here. First one doesn't have too much, but it's like, you know, a little more aftermath, and then the second half is the party. That's all the green stuff here. You know, title card. 8 seconds. Just a little extra dialogue bit. A lot of this is just like kind of, again, redundant, you know, filling out information. 14 seconds. This is Neptune making a judgment call on the fishmen that, like, oh, sorry. 12 seconds. Not a great shot of Fukabushi, in my opinion. Yeah. Guess they're just chilling. Okay. She's just kind of looking around. Nothing cut after that. A little bit. Not a great shot of Luffy, if I'm being honest. I have certainly seen him drawn better. Woofaroonie. But that's an 8-second thing that they cut there. Little extra, you know, redundant shots of just them, you know, locking down the district. 2 seconds of that. Another, just an extra second. Good for you. Okay. 14 seconds here of just the guards thanking him more, and then their reactions, everyone getting drawn. Not the best shot of Robin. It is what it is. 8 seconds of just more just a build up of, like, slow build up of this particular scene. $20 of, I guess, the music starting or something like that. Everybody's reaction. Not a great looking drawing of Kami there, to be honest. I like that Jinbei shot, actually. I really like that Jinbei shot. Yeah, not a good Luffy. Not a very good Luffy. For some reason, they always draw Usopp kind of fine. You know, like, you always look at this, so that doesn't look like a bad drawing of Usopp, I guess. Yeah, but that was all, like, build up to the actual music. Yep. Then there's a big party. And then there's more party. There's 30 seconds, at least that log cuts, of Neptune looking a little sad or whatever. Everyone's reaction to them being sad. But at this point, it's not like build up to something in particular, so I thought it was, you can consider it original. Yeah, this cute looking shot with Luffy here. Everyone cheering. I don't know why One Piece decided to cut, like, go from here to, like, they couldn't just do that one. It's right here. I don't know. That's a weird choice. Another 22 seconds of more people toasting and Neptune feeling and getting in his feelings. More party. We'll see what cuts edited version has, but I doubt they're gonna last very long, because they have a lot to cover in this last section, and a lot of it, like, is dialogue based and should be taken care of. There's very, very little that they can do. Hell yeah, my boy gets his sake. Everyone gets good shit. Another 27 seconds. Just a little chopper reaction to the camera. Who cares? I don't really like when it does that. It's a little too anime, in my opinion. This is not a good shot of Luffy at all. I really displeased by that shot, actually. It's kind of gross. Not gonna lie. A little extra bit. And then 13 more seconds of singing and dancing. This one I have seen a shot of the edited version of this moment with Brooke and Brooke joining in the music. So I do think they're going to be smart with some of the choices that, you know, what they decide to show and not show. What's like the best kind of material to take from. Yep, and then you know, Robin confronts Neptune, being like, "It's your daughter is Poseidon, right?" And he's like, "Oh," and it's just confirmation of shit we already know. So I really don't know how. This is not a great shot of Robin, to be honest with you. This whole scene. Oh my goodness. So like, it starts like, fucking. I guess like right here. Kind of like here-ish. And it goes all the way to the fucking end. 3.5 minutes. 3 minutes 40 seconds. That is not a 3-minute 40-second scene. That's a fucking 30-second scene. If that. Be a lot. Nah. Oh gosh, this shot of Robin. I'm sorry. Hold on. Where is it? Oh. I'm sorry. It's not great. It's not good. Yeah, Sanji stoned for sure. I like this eye shot though, for what it's worth. 'Cause I like interesting shots like this. She's eyeing Noah's Ark. Alright, yeah, Noah. Not a great shot either. The same shot even worse. How do you make the same shot worse? How do you do that? Like, it's this shot and then it's even worse. Oh Lord. Oh, I like this though. Oh, stop cutting back to it. Ugh. More not good shots of her. Oh my God. I don't care if it's kind of derpy. I actually don't care. That's really great. She's the best. Yeah. Anyway, that's that. 570. Not a whole lot is cut here. Got a little bit of recap, but it's mostly like, you know, padding in my opinion. You got 29 seconds of, so they're just like, you know, Caribou's attacking, and it's just you know, Luffy being Luffy. He's eating, and the chef's like, "I can't believe it, I'm out of food." And he's like, "Yeah, just make more." And then it's just here. Okay. Alright, 9 seconds. It's just a little establishing thing. A little atmosphere. No atmosphere in my One Piece. No way. No way, Jose. A little second or two. Who cares? 3 seconds. I guess of you know, Jinbei taking some time. There's no time, because when you read manga, you just read the next panel. Ooh, that isn't that how everyone reads manga? Ooh. A second. Who cares? 6 seconds. I keep trying to say minutes. I don't know why. Them cutting a whole minute is rare. Keep the chef scene, please. I love silly Luffy's eating a lot. Yeah, we'll see. It's hard to. The thing, right, with when it comes to keeping stuff, keeping scenes. You have to have an understanding of like how long the scene will take to fully tell. It's like, how long does it take to tell a joke? You know, you can't like you can't trim things in a way that it no longer makes any sense. We'll see if they keep some of it. This is a long. Look at like this. No music, no dialogue, nothing. It's 5 seconds of. You know, Jinbei says something, and then they just freeze. The reason, I believe, is because he is talking about ya boy. He's talking about ya boy, Kurohige. Letting Luffy know that he's become an emperor. This is this is like I don't know when they did this. I don't. Maybe it was for specifically this moment. Like this is like new animation for this episode. This looks like garbage, bro. Like I'm sorry. Like this does not look good. This doesn't look good. Like I'm very disappointed. It just doesn't look good. This is okay. This is okay. And then you get this moment, which is fine. It's fine. It is just kind of like trying to imitate the art direction of the first 200 episodes, which I wish they kept, but is what it is. That's fine. This is, now we're back to like actual recap footage. And I do like this shot a good deal. Yeah, ha 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 ha. Anyway, that is a whole, how long is that recap? 34 seconds. Yeah. 1 second. 4 seconds of, I guess, Luffy eating. Yeah, because the joke is like he's saying something serious. And he's like, "What are you doing? Why are you just eating?" It's good. 3 seconds. 7 seconds of Kami, Kami Papagoo, Ripperoonie. A little bit of relevance, just a smidge, just a crumb. 5 seconds of just more him chewing and thinking, I guess. And this is when Shirahoshi gets kidnapped by or attempted kidnapping by Caribou. The way One Piece does it, you'll look in the corner here, it just goes, and then she's suddenly already in the mud. And I guess that's because that's how the manga looks. But here is a 56-second scene of her just being like, "Oh, I miss my bed. It's been great." And then he's like, "Ooh, sneaky sneak." He's gonna, ooh. It's a kind of a tense scene. Uh-oh. And then he attacks. Oh my gosh. Holy shit. No. Oh no. And then she's suddenly outside the tower. I don't know how or why. I guess for the establishing of this other stuff. So like, if you were gonna add that, why don't you just animate her getting outside the tower? Whatever. Yikes! Oh no! And then the monster trio of all people stop him. It's 19 seconds here of like this joke where, they show up and he's like, it's the same joke he did last time when he's very slow to realize that he's fucked. It will be very interesting to see if Oda plays with that more, does that joke again. Given where Caribou is currently in the story. I will not spoil for anime onlys. Woohoo. That'll be fun. 8 seconds. Sanji being upset that Luffy's the one getting held by the giant mermaid. Zoro gets a line, I guess. I don't know what it is. Apparently inconsequential. 3 seconds. And 7 seconds. And 6 seconds. And 16 seconds. It's all just little extra bits. A second, more establishing things. But I'm sure One Piece can make similar choices with flow. you know, build. Obviously, like these characters are going to show up later, but this is just like establishing for the next episode. So this will probably not be the case, but maybe it will. I don't know. Jinbei reaction, Luffy eating too much. Yeah. Real. All right, 571, the third episode of these 5 episodes they're gonna plow through. Aside from a couple of small 1-second edits here or there, there's a 23-second clip where I guess like Luffy says something. He's like, "Oh, someone's talking about me." I guess someone's talking about me, and they're like, "Well, that's crazy." And then it cuts back, and it's. I guess it's like, "You're a lion dude." "Yeah, I guess I am." And then he laughs at his. Okay. And then yeah, this reaction as well. Okay. 4 seconds of just like more, you know, he reacts. It just goes from him reacting to him reacting. Very fair. Okay. Now there's a big chunk. A minute 3 seconds here. This is after the eye catch. So what happened before the eye catch is everything with Big Mom. You know what's so interesting? I had no idea that this was when we saw Pudding for the I presume for the first time. It is also the first time we see Big Mom for the first time. So it's obviously her. But then yeah. But then Pudding's just right there. And like I remember I could have sworn that like Pudding having a third eye was like a twist in Whole Cake. Well, obviously her personality switch was what the twist was, but that's represented by her third eye, and that how like that's like a a crux of like, oh, Sanji finding her ugly or whatever. So it's interesting that like at least the anime, and since One Piece kept it, I presume the manga shows it as well, that like we knew about her this early. Interestingly. But then, yeah, all of that stuff. But then there's a minute of some challenging things. Everyone's reactions, literally everyone's reactions. Everyone's reactions again. Oh my gosh, it's the biggest thing, whatever he just said. And then he slowly is like taking his thing off and sips, says something, says some more stuff, and then it's the phone call, and then everyone reacts to the phone call happening because it's a big deal. Actually, no, this is when everyone reacts to the phone call. 20 seconds cut out of One Piece because it's the phone's ringing, and it's like, well, so reaction, not even a reaction, it's just cut to Zoro. Their reaction, who cares? And then he very slowly, okay, let me walk over to the phone. Watch it ringing and the tension of it ringing. Reaction. More. The One Piece actually has this at this point. I'm just talking about like when we get to the edited version, right? That they're probably not going to do any of this. There's a lot of build up because they don't want to answer it, and then Luffy answers it and like, oh shit. 7 seconds. Little bits cut, and then in 24 seconds of obviously he's being really aggressive with her, and then they're just standing there. Who cares about his reaction? And then they stand there, and there's a music swell. There's the build. Yeah, there's a crazy music going on. Or maybe he's talking right here. I don't know what's that. Let me listen in. Yeah, there's no dialogue. It's just build up of the music of like, oh my gosh, like waiting for her answer for what Luffy just did. So that's 24 seconds. Another bit here, some recap. Back to Eustace Captain Kiddo. It's a cute image of kid. Mappy's not drawn like that anymore. Ah! 4-second little clip. And then 25 seconds of this bit here. Every time they cut to this guy, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, genuinely, I don't give a fuck. Their reaction. And then it cuts to Shirahoshi and the rest, I guess. And it's like, I wonder what Luffy and the others are doing. It's like, I don't fucking know. They're just being chilling on the steps, man. It's chill. And, oh, a cute pout from Nami. Yeah! We're not getting that in the edited version. But if we do, W. Okay, and then that's all that. Alright, this is 572. Live Zoro reaction. I know, right? Good to see you, Nutsack. I thought I remembered her third eye as a twist. Yeah. Pekobs. Zoro don't care about a thing. Alright. So there's a whole, like I considered original, 2 minutes, 18 seconds. What the heck could they possibly be talking about? So they just used this exterior shot of the castle, and then all of this is cut. Well, it's Minister of the Left, so who cares? Oh, yeah, dude. Aww. Oh, I really like her. Yeah, it's him with the Minister of the Left, who cares? And then there's a scene with Caribou being like, oh, I now know things, and I have stuff in my stomach. Ooh, watch out. Ooh. Hey, wait, I don't have the mermaids. Or, I don't remember what he said. Or you think he lost something. Then, you know, the guards are going around and looking and inspecting things. Oh, this was, oh yeah, the head, all of this was cut by Zoro when they got out. But they would cut that because that was an anime original shot of Zoro breaking them out of the cage and showing how they got out. So that's just there. Nothing leads into that, really. And I guess some more dialogue with Jinbei and Neptune, but it's just going to continue right here. Okay, and there's that. 9 seconds, at least cut from One Piece, where they're trying to put the thing back on, unsuccessfully. And One Piece also cuts the individual shots of Luffy getting hit, Zoro getting hit, Sanji getting hit, because it just, you know, it's this shot and then just pans to all three of them, which is a good. I think that's a economic enough choice, but it makes sense why the original did it, because that's how they stretch it for time. 27-second sequence here with them just walking away, I guess. I don't know if there's dialogue or anything. Little extra chunks, little extra chunks, little extra chunks, little extra chunks. 43-second clip is cut. Sure, it pans up here, all of this. It's just glue for, you know, escorting the Straw Hats to the Sunny. Which is a cute enough shot, but it's definitely not showing up. Maybe a little bit might be, but I highly doubt it. Yep, and then it cuts away, and we have a 44-second scene where the navies are they're just you know, doing whatever, doing their thing, and all of a sudden a bunch of pirate ships finally show up out of nowhere, and One Piece just kind of shows this little bit out of context, I guess. Yeah, cute pout. Little cut. I don't know why they just cut like this line, because I guess it's anime original or something, and they can. Yeah, that's all. Not a ton. It is like a giant. It is some like 2-minute scene over here, but yeah. And finally, 573, last episode, at least for Fishman Island that we are covering. There is a little bit more Fishman Island, but that's like it's like the last chapter, where it's some undersea adventures back up to the New World. And then the very next chapter is Punk Hazard. So I like to think this is the last one, and there's very, very little cut, little 1 second things that they can trim here and there, tighten up ever so slightly with their limited resources. This is actually fascinating. This is to show kind of how, like, I don't know, short-sighted these editors are, whoever kind of came up with One Pace. The thing about it is that, like, I'm doing this right. I can just lay this out, and it's not complicated at all. Like, it's very, very straightforward what they did here. They are not like they shorten plenty of clips, but they don't ever seem to move clips around. Like, they're worried, obviously. Like, even if, like, there's no lip flaps, and they probably could do it, there's no consideration for that. I don't understand. Like, there's no thought in that sense. So look what they do here. This shot. I'm just gonna play this out. Look at this. They just cut before you even like. Why have this shot at all if you don't know the whole shot, which is, I can't believe I clicked away from it. Sorry. Oh, clumsy me. All right, right here. It's Jinbei looking at Luffy. If it's just if there's no lip flaps in this shot, you can move the clip. If you want it to be this short, here, just make the fucking clip. Hold on. Just make the clip so that, like, it's the end of the clip, or like the middle of the clip, so you get a little bit of Jinbei, so it goes like this or whatever. You just do that. If you really want it to be that fucking short, at least do that. Instead, they just, like, this shot, and then it's a Luffy shot. Like, why? That doesn't make any sense. There's no rearranging. There's no consideration at all. Meanwhile, edited version, I keep calling it edited version because I realized this far in, they've never called it log. I've been calling it log, but, like, it's easy to call it log. Anyway, log would just rearrange the cut or make it, like, shorter, a little longer, like, however they want. They do that with every single shot, like, almost without fail. I would say maybe, like, more than half of the shots are edited in some way, shorter, longer, however it is. It's insane. But, like, this just shows there's just no consideration at all for what's visually going on. It is just, oh, shorten it a little bit. Like, I understand you don't want to move clips around too much in case you miss a fucking lip flap or something. But, like, there is no excuse for this shot. This is just stupid. You're just not paying attention, and all you care about is making it shorter. It's so dumb. Little bit they can, like, oh, congratulations. Thank you for cutting a second, less than 22 frames. Like, just under a second of extra, just because you can. Unbelievable. Like, oh my gosh. So much shorter, guys. 16 seconds of just a little extra bit of, Chopper waving goodbye. Yep. And then he just turns the ship and they're going away. They're all waving goodbye. Totally fair to cut that. But it's not your job. I can understand, but hell, maybe, like, they think this is a dynamic shot, so, like, edited version might keep this. That's what's really interesting about this. And then this is a whole 18-second bit. I should make this an extension. Where Shirahoshi is, like, watching them go, sad about it, and then she makes the determination and, really chases after. Who gives a fuck? And chases after him. I like that. You just get, like, this, and then she shows up again. Which was probably what Log is going to do, but we'll see. Little extra bit of her panting, trying to stop the boat. and then they don't really touch anything. 6 seconds over here. So like, look at this. Look what this is another good example. Like, just be smarter about this, man, about the fucking cuts. Like, it's so bare bones. Look at this. It's just her kind of staring at them, right? The original has her waving. You know? You could just be like, just maybe like right here. You know, you could cut it like right here. And then cut to the next shot of just like, because look how long she keeps her face like this. Look how long she keeps her face like this. You know? So you could really just like, if you want to get to the next shot here, because look what they do instead, right? They don't edit it. You know, sometimes they do if they really, really want to. They've stitched, you know, dialogue bits together or had a character continue to move their mouth. But that's very rare and not all that interesting. It's not interesting to see a character move their mouth. It's just not. But yeah, you can easily just like have it so, okay, say it's all this shot that they wanted to include. Okay. Let's say it's all this, right? And they only wanted it to be this long. Let's try to get her waving, right? Let's try to at least get her eyes here. Let me just get this whole clip. We're trying to cut this here down to this. Let's see what we can do. A little bit afterwards. And when we're, you know, the sound can be a separate concern. Let's see if we can trim a little bit there. Nope. Not quite. Even just like to there, you can kind of like. You know, I've already you know, reduced it a good deal, but maybe I can just like kind of go up to here, maybe. But like, I want to get her waving, you know, if I really wanted to, or you could just not fucking do this. I don't know. Again, it's just like they want this little bit there of her looking down or whatever. But then, you know, they cut out, like, why have this shot at all? Because they're going to go it's her looking down, and then this shot of her at her pinky or whatever. That's a really cute smile, man. Holy shit. Probably going to get redrawn, but we'll see. A lot of her has been redrawn in this version. I don't know. It just works really well. 4 seconds. More Neptune. Not a very interesting shot, so totally fair. And then 12 seconds. It's just a bunch of redundant shots of the Sunny exiting, which is totally fair. You can definitely choose one. 5 seconds. I guess the establishing, because I guess it's getting thrown out over here. This is a decent enough connective tissue, I think. But we'll see if Log includes it. You might not even see it at all, like how they get back up. Or maybe you do. 4 seconds of just a build up. Nothing much in the audio department either. Just, you know, Luffy absorbing the moment. Again, no music here either. Another 7 seconds of him just kind of standing there, excited about the new world. Which are fair cuts. I gotta tell you, I was looking through this. Some of these are not good shots, but like, that is, I do not think this is a good shot of Shanks. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think he could be drawn. I don't know. I think it could be better. I'm just saying. I think it could be better. Kind of a raw shot of Zoro, if I'm being honest. Kind of interesting. I don't really like the split screens, to be honest. It feels a little too efficient for me. You could make something a little more interesting. Catching the shapes cut of One Piece now. You know, it's like if you were to do something like that, but like there's better things to do with your time, in my opinion. Like literally, like the idea with like people are like, oh, it's better things to do with your time than to watch this anime. Like, you're missing. No. Let me make this edited version so we don't waste our time. No, we're not wasting any fucking time. You're watching a fucking anime, man. That's like, it's just such a toxic mentality. It's like, all right, just fucking play it at 1.5 speed at that point. Jeez. Whatever. Oh boy, we got the next episode preview for the newest episode. Shanks is one of those characters where where a lot of shots of him in the show, I'm like, that's what you want. That's what you went with. Yeah. Yeah, it's not the best. It is what it is. It's what they had at the time. Okay. You got the episode for me? No. I don't believe you. Or maybe you do. Maybe you don't. I'm gonna check. Oh, I could probably let me show you this that I was fiddling around with. I was perusing. What episode is it? I was thinking with the video, I don't want to go too really crazy with it. I think it would be easier, kind of like more internet friendly, I guess, more like, you know, consumer friendly, is if I just boiled it down to a handful of scenes that I think the remake did better or worse, just to get people a taste of, you know, how do they handle the most important moments, type of deal. And I think this is a great example here, actually. So, I have you can see the 3 versions. They're not cut or anything. One Piece is at the top. The light blue is Log, and below bottom is the OG anime. The OG anime for this last scene of Fisher Tiger encouraging Koala and like, we're gonna bring her home. This original scene is 2 minutes in the original anime, 90 seconds in One Piece, and 70 seconds in Log. So what they do here, we can start it from like here. This is the 2 minutes. Yeah. See all the shots and stuff. This is all the gaps that Log cuts out. These are the gaps that One Piece cuts out. One Piece. So let me just go beat by beat for the original. You have him be like, you should have closed it. You know, don't compare us with Celestial Dragons. He's walking out. This shot is cut in Log. No shot of this in Log. There's a little bit here of Koala's reaction is cut out in Log. It just goes from here to here. Another shot of Koala cut. 2 shots. This gun part is shortened. And then he tosses it. This second shot of him tossing it is cut. You do get Koala, but it's much shorter. It's not like the original shot is 3 seconds, and the new one is 1 second. Because really, the meat you get is her going like, eh, right? but you don't have to take forever. You also get her kind of going over the thing. I honestly do like this shot. Just seeing the calm water and everything like that. I do like that. You don't see anymore, but it is like a not necessary shot. Hers, zooming out to koala is fine. You don't really need that, but it just cuts to a still shot. And there's a Daremo Korosene. This is interesting. So this is what One Pace cut. This is the first thing One Pace cuts out, and Log cuts it out as well. It is a shot of everybody on the ship dropping their weapons, which I think is kind of a cool moment, but it's very symbolic, but it doesn't because it's similar to what Fisher Tiger just did, throwing the gun out. But they are going to still keep the weapons because they're still a pirate crew, so it's not like the most clean symbolic gesture. And this little bit of koala kind of getting up and being like, oh really, for me, you guys are going to throw away your weapons or whatever. So that he, instead of, Log keeps this little bit here. He's like, Izo, Amayana! Yeah! Koaga koye! And so, Log cuts this little, because they have this shot here. I think this is a much nicer shot. You don't really need, because they're about to get the sail in the back here too. So you can cut this shot out. Just do the flag, just like set sail or whatever, and then boom. Kokoi! We're gonna take her home. And then her hand. Edited cuts out this fucking 4 second shot, 4 second long thing of everyone cheering and clapping, which like they were kind of already like, yeah, let's do it, so that's fine. It's kind of a redundant shot. Now this is this whole chunk One Pace cuts out. They literally just go from here, they keep this boring ass shot and then just go right to Koala's face and do the thing and like scream and everything. So they cut all of this next bit out, which I think is a real big mistake. Another redundant shot of them cheering. You don't need two of them, let alone one. You don't need one of them, let alone two. And then let me get the chat back up. Hello, Zinc. After my final log stream, been a fun journey. Yes, thank you so much for checking in. But yeah, so like, there's this nice like the first sign of her crying, because there's like her hand trembling. You don't see her face. You don't know whether she's crying or not. And then that's the first of the drop there, and then it's her hand again. It's like, yeah, she is crying now. Another shot of them cheering, and it's Hachi and I forget his name. Aladdin? Yeah. Yeah, don't need it. That's fine. Shortening that shot, just to go back on her hand here. Really focusing on that is a good idea. Opening it up, trembling. And this is like the best fucking shot in the scene. I always reference it. This is so good because this is Arlong conceding to Fisher Tiger, ultimately. Like, he realizes that he's right. Even for a briefest, if he can't admit it, he, turns his back on the whole thing, and, he can't help but smile at the kind of like this encouraging, uplifting moment. But he knows he's a negative Nancy, and he distances himself, and he gives them the space. I'm so happy edited that Log keeps this shot. But this just shows like complete lack of consideration for anything that the anime contributes. Complete lack of consideration for that. So it's like I just don't think One Piece is a very good project. This little bit of Koala is cut because it's not much new information here. Like, we already have her hand trembling, so like, and this is a consistent shot. Like, we first get her trembling, and then the tears, and then her lifting her hand and everything. That's like a building up shot. This is interesting. So like, what Log does in order to kind of, they want to get this really nice shot of Koala crying or starting to cry or whatever, trying to hold it back or whatever. So what they do is, instead of having this shot and then this shot, they do this shot. They basically go like, how do they do this? Well, we can do it. We can see it right here. Fuck off. Okay. Basically, they do trop, tear. They actually keep the whole thing. They don't just split it up. Like you see how like she starts to move her finger up a little bit here. That happens here. So it's all one shot. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. So it's her hand opening up, because we've already got her hand earlier here. So it's a consistent shot. I know I could say other shots have been redundant shots and this one's consistent, but like, I don't know, the fact that this is a change, right? It's this, and then the tears are flowing. But then yeah, it's Arlong, then this face, then Jinbei's reaction, because this whole fucking thing is being told from Jinbei's perspective. So it's important to see that, even if it's a boring expression, because that's just how Jinbei looks. Jinbei just has, unless he has, brief, intense moments of emotion, which is great. It's important that you get his reaction to this. But One Piece cuts this shot out. Yeah, and then you get the moment. But here's the best fucking part. I'm going to risk copyright a little bit by sharing this. This is the best thing that Log does, I think, for this scene, even with all like the smart cuts or whatever like that, because they can do this shit over. So let me do original first. I want you guys to listen to the timing of the music with her scream. I'm trying to get that one out. Okay, so like this is so good. I can't, okay, hold on. Media source, audio output. Are we doing it? Are we in? Is it happening? Here it is, yeah, okay. So they do the music swell at the wide shot of the boat. I don't think the wide shot of the boat is that interesting. And instead, you have her starting to scream, or to start yelling and crying, that release of the years of like torture that she went through, that happens before the swell. Right? And then so both the music and her scream kind of fade out in the same moment. Right? And so obviously One Piece does the exact same thing, because they can't really change the audio all that much. They don't have the split M&Es or anything, especially at the time. Maybe now, like you could see how AI is able to split. You can split audio, like vocals from music. So you could, hypothetically, as a fan, do some of these edits maybe nowadays. But they obviously don't have it now, and that's not what's available. So where is it? Oh, sorry. It's right. It's this one. What the fuck? Did I move the... I don't know what happened there. I don't know why the... It's weird. I don't think that's what One Piece does with the fucking audio. I don't think so. 10? Episode 10? Yeah, you get the idea. It's the exact same thing. This is what Log does. And I probably set this up for you so you kind of know what's going to happen anyway. Let me pull that. Yeah, so we'll get that off. And yeah. Okay, so it's just log now. Check this shit out. Unreal, dude. Unreal. Like, that's so much better. That is so much fucking better, dude. Like, the crescendo and then, like, letting it out. And right as she opens her mouth, it's to be continued. And that's the last note you end on. Holy shit, dude. So fucking good, dude. Way better. Way, way, way better. Yeah, anyway. So that was a moment that I was like, that's like stuff that if I just like explain that in a video instead of like, I don't know, a big spiel about whatever, maybe that'll be more interesting to people. Let's go! And oh my god, they're using the thumbnail they're using is the cute ass Shirahoshi thing. Is the cute ass Shirahoshi face that I was talking about earlier. I win! I win! Okay. We're doing it. Let's get to the right chapter here. Okay. Let's see what they come up with. Meow. Okay. We're gonna go on go, fellas. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Did I link it? Did I link? Link! No, I didn't link it. Ah! There we go. You can almost not see it, which is how I want it. Holy shit, this is finally it. Let's see how they adapt this shit. This is a lot. This is 5 chapters. The beats they have to hit are, you know, the party, the fact that Aokiji and Akinu fought, Blackbeard's an emperor, the Tamagate box that, like, oh shit, we put a bomb in it, Peckham's and Tamago guy taking that with them, Luffy challenging Big Mom, starting a beef, you know, taking Fishman Island away from her, basically. Smoker and Tashigi exist. Jeez. Hody and the rest of them have become old men. Obviously Jinbei saying, I can't join you right now is probably the first thing that we see. And then later, like, Shirahoshi's promise and, Shirahoshi getting kidnapped by Caribou. Oh my gosh. Robin's conversation with Neptune about Shirahoshi. So much to do. No time to waste. Yes. Cute. I think 2 whole pages, 3 pages maybe, just got cut. Yo! We cut the line! No way! That's crazy. They gave it to Zoro, but they cut Luffy's. Wow! No. Ah, there they are in the thing. And then Wada Natsumi gets taken out. Oh my god, yes. We are jamming through this. Which is the proper point at which... Whoa. All right. Aww. Yes, my boy got his sake. Ah, he gets frozen. They're just like flashing through everything, which works really well for this as like a montage. Oh, him losing to Nami. That's cute. There it is. Aww. Great looking shot. That was the 2-page spread. Literally like a, yeah, like, I don't know if that was newly drawn or what. All right, here we are. Let's see some redraws. Let's see some redraws. Ooh! Oh wow, a shot of Neptune's eye instead, or maybe this was in the shot in the original already. Oh wow, there it is. Good shot. Are they gonna keep that whack shot of her? Best, great. Oh my god, yeah, they redrew it. It looks way better. Holy shit. Woo-wee! I'm probably gonna also make a compilation of like the best redraws, maybe. Some of these are just like, whoa, you saved it, man. You saved it, buddy. Oh wow. Oh, cute! Ah! Yeah, they did the whole scene. It is really important. Aww. Yep. It's important that Caribou hears this. All right. That's a great. I love the composition on that. That's nice. Oh man. That's great looking. I love the shadows they put on that. Yeah, that's all they cut to. That's great. That was a good idea. but they use some flashback stuff, or maybe maybe there's some of that in One Piece cut. They do use the they don't redraw this. That's really funny. Oh, that's a way better. Yeah, that's a way better shortening of it. Just cut right to that. That's great. Ah, they actually did get like they actually do. They keep his double take. That's great. Ah, this is going so quick, which is great. It's totally fair. Chian. This OST is perfect for this scene. Anthony! Get him right now! That's awesome. Oh, awesome. I'm not even flipping around. I haven't even been flipping in the manga too much. We're about right here now. That's great. Right at the halfway mark, 11 minutes. And they just finished 2 chapters. 1, 2. They've done 2 chapters. They still gotta do 3. Let's see how they crank through the Big Mom stuff. Yo. Is this what she sounded like in the original? Because that's not her voice actor for I'm surprised. Ah! They haven't shown pudding at all, interestingly. Oh my gosh, they finished that 1 chapter in like 2 minutes, like 3 minutes. Yeah, like 2 minutes. They did that whole chapter in 2 minutes. Woo, boy! They just hit the highlights of that one. Oh my god, she's cute and the best. Did they get their ass kicked? Oh, there's the Tamade box. Yep. There it is. Here we go. Ah! Yeah, they did show all 3 shots. Hell yeah. He's okay. Hey. That's great. And meanwhile, yeah, show the whole shot. Now the fucking partial of it. Fucking idiots. Fucking. It's something One Piece did. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, Caribou getting BTFO'd by Peckums is completely cut. I'm gonna have a fucking field day. There's gonna be so much. Oh my gosh, she's already in her palm. Wow. Well, these 2 pages with Kami and Charlie just got cut. Oh my god, she's so good. And this fucking music, too. Wow, her hair looks so good. Oh, right. He was just like, yeah, let's go to the dangerous island. Let's go to the fucking bad one. Oh, that's funny. I'm happy he gets a last thing. Look at this! Look at that! That's what you do! That I literally showed you that's what you do! Oh my god, dude. Oh, I have that on fucking film. I have that in 4K. I have a 1080p, but oh my god, yeah. No, yeah, that's what you fucking do. Jeez Louise. Oh my gosh, they somehow did it. Honestly, people will definitely be like, that was rushed, but like, fuck off. I don't know. Do you want the anime back or what? I'm happy it's 21 episodes and not 22. Honestly, like, yeah, after the... Oh, there it is. Yeah. So they don't show the little, like, her deciding to go. Oh, of course, Zoro's not a part of it. I didn't even realize that. Frankie and Zoro kind of stay out, but they get a panel together. It is really cute that it's like that particular group would be like sensitive enough to kind of do something like that. That's really, really cute. It's similar to with like, look at showing her waving, showing her waving. Yeah, they redrew this, I think. Yeah, kept the fucking fade out. They got fucking like a minute left. That's a cool. I like that they kept that that little bit. Don't forget the stat we owe. They cut a bunch of panels. Let's see if they redrew. Yeah, they kept the. Let's see if they redrew him. Yeah, kind of. Not really. He does look a little better, but. Yes, they're keeping every shot. They're yeah, fuck the corny ass split screen. We get everybody, boy. Let's go. Oh, she just laughs. It's so cute. I know it's in the manga. Boom. That's it. Knew it. About the composition, at least. Wow. That was good. Although, yeah, they really did just do, like, the Big Mom stuff in, like, the span of 4 minutes. That's wild. That's gonna be crazy to sync and, like, put together. And the amount of pages they cut is so incredible. I think they just cut, wait. Yeah, they totally cut, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 4. I'd say at least 4 whole pages just in that one exchange. A lot. Oh my goodness. Totally fair though, honestly. Thankfully I have enough room, I think. I think. Well, let's see the next episode preview for the next actual episode of motherfucking One Piece. Man. I can't believe we're back. Oh my gosh. Oh. I do think they might be... Oh, they might be doing something. Oh boy. Oh boy, I hope they do what I think they're doing. We'll see. That's great. Goodness me. Okay. Well, that'll do it, fellas. Let's just update the stats for the last time. We did 645 to 648, and then we did 649 to 653. So stay. Episodes, it was 566 to 560. Not sure. Keck. To 565, which was. Oh, was Oh no, yeah, it was Red Hawk. Okay, so then this one is 565 to 568. Yes. Yeah, 568. And then this one was 569 to 573. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 episodes. That's it. That's what they did. And it is to 653 that they did, not 654. Where's that other text? Setting? Where is that? Is it here? Oh, here we go. It's 56 chapters. They did to 653. And 57 episodes, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12. Yeah, it's yeah, original episodes 57. 57 episodes. Yep. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for watching the VODs. I do think we're gonna do one more somewhere down the line when I do a final, kind of postmortem, showing off all the cut panels, because there's going to be a shit ton that was cut from this last episode. And then yeah, like the timelines hopefully will be done. I have to fucking zone out and take a couple days just to sync everything together. Just work on that for maybe a week. I don't know. Try to get as much of that done as I can. Try to stream on next Saturday or so. And then we can watch the new episode of One Piece together. I don't know. Why not? Try to do that. Maybe, well, actually, because now I think it's going to be airing at a different time. Because it's in a new time slot, so I don't know when it's now going to be released, like, internationally. We'll see. Yeah, though. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for watching. You guys are great. I'll probably see you next week. If not next week, I don't know. But this is the end of the core 21 episode series. Thank you guys very much. Feel peace.